Maybe we are. We got jaundice or something.
Hi. I was just telling him our light looks kind of yellow tonight for some reason.
We're jaundice. We need a, what do they call it?
Billy ribbon blanket.
Yep.
Or Billy ribbon light. Usually they put the kids under a Billy ribbon light.
Isn't that a blue light?
It's like a bluish purple, yeah.
Shirt there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just throw that out there. Do you know I didn't curl my hair today?
Really?
No. I just washed it and dried it. And
Yeah.
I'm not so sure. It kind of looks messy. What do you think? Do you like it or not
Oh,
like
it looks just as good as mine does. We'll cut the top of my head off today. It doesn't look that great.
Oh, do you want me to lift that up?
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Yep.
So Craig got new sneakers today.
I did.
Do you know what that means? What do new sneakers mean? Come on.
What do new sneakers mean?
Yeah, Sandlot. What do Sandlot? What do new sneakers mean?
That I'm faster?
Yeah, you can run faster, babe.
Right, I can run faster. As I limp with my bad knee.
You are limping around with your bad knee.
I limped bad today.
Thanks, Vic. Vic says my hair looks cute. He's going for a run. Yeah, he got new sneakers. If you're a Sandlot...
Going for a run. I'm trying to walk right now.
He is. He's
PF,
kind of
they're
limping.
not PF flyers. They're my normal shoe that I normally get.
They're a little different.
But they've got... It's kind of... You know how it is. They got to keep up with all the other shoe brands and stuff. They're a little bit lighter. They got a little different material. I'm not sure if I'll like them yet. We'll see. But it's the same brand name. So, yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
Well, he always gets the same kind of sneaker.
Brooks. Addiction. Yep.
Because
Pronation.
His feet pronate, and so these help
It's
keep
the opposite.
him not pronate.
They go in.
Oh, they go in.
So
Sorry.
they got support on the inside to make them so they don't do that. Yes.
Well, maybe I was talking about the other foot, not that foot.
Maybe you're talking about my left foot. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, maybe.
Using your right hand. Okay.
I'm just saying. You don't know everything.
I don't know everything. No. I've never claimed to know everything.
I'm just joking. So, we are quarantined.
No, we're not quarantined.
Carter's quarantined.
Carter's quarantined. You have to work from home because your work
kind of quarantined through work.
And
So
I've got to do online education now.
Yes,
So
but you're allowed to go to the school to do the online education, which I think is awesome. I think you're going to like that.
I am. I'll go to school, get some things around. Got to play the part, I guess.
You're going to start a bunch of rumors.
Got to play the part.
He has seasonal allergies. And he only coughs like this at night. He doesn't cough like that during the school.
No, a little bit. I do a little bit, but not terrible.
So,
but we know that I don't have COVID.
How do we know that?
How do we know that?
So I got tested Monday because Carter was a contact of a contact. I'm a contact close to a contact. Is that right? Am I saying the words correctly?
We're a contact of a contact.
So my work required me to get tested Monday, and it came back negative. So I am negative as of
If she's negative,
Monday.
I'm negative. I sleep in the same bed. I give her a kiss in the morning before I go to work. So she... We're back.
Maybe we never left you guys. I hope we didn't. Anyway.
Didn't. They just saw us poking at the screen trying to do all kinds of stuff. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
So I'm working from home. So I haven't really gone anywhere because I don't want to.
Right.
But so I'm negative. So Craig is negative, and the schools today, just Canton School District today, shut down. So there was a news article that I was just looking at that said it was because of one positive case. That is incorrect information. There was multiple positive cases.
There wasn't multiple.
There was more than one, less than 10.
But
correct?
In the school district, there weren't a lot of cases. Let's be honest, there weren't. And like the football, the majority of the people that are like in close contact with the football who have been tested
are negative.
They're not positive.
This is true.
You know what I mean? And the cases actually seem to have come from different places.
Yes.
Different people that have gone out of the area and come back.
Yes. Not all the
So-
cases are from one person.
This is the problem, though. This is the problem. This is what people got to realize. Once someone gets COVID, then they take a look at everybody that is possibly a contact and they have to be quarantined.
They have to quarantine.
The problem is if you get, let's say, a teacher, a janitor, a bus driver, somebody that works in the district, and they're around like 5, 6 other people that work in the district, all of a sudden you're getting short on numbers. You're getting short on busing, you're getting short on teachers and substitutes, you're getting short on janitors if that's the case. It gets to the point where you just don't have enough people to run the school.
Correct.
That's what the problem gets to. It's not like there's, everybody's coughing and dying in the hallways and this and that. That's not, the reason is you don't have the people to do it and still be safe. You know what I mean?
Correct.
So they're keeping them out to make sure that some of those people don't have it, but in the process, that takes people out of positions to have enough to cover what needs to be covered as a school district.
Correct.
So it's safety and it's a liability thing.
So the news article is wrong, though, in saying it was all because of one case. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there was more than one positive case that caused...
In the community.
Mm-hmm. Because there's a ripple effect, like Craig said. Like, once there's a positive, then they do the contact tracing. We've kind of experienced this because I got a call from Department of Health for Carter, who was, like I said, he was a close contact to a positive person.
Right.
And so we kind of got to see how this works now. And they didn't make us get him tested, which I kind of question that a little bit. Like, I think...
But he's not really showing symptoms, you know what I mean?
And he was already going to be quarantined for 2 weeks from school, and Department of Health asked us to quarantine him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nothing was going to change if he got a positive.
And we've been around him the entire time, so if he had it, then your test would have been positive. My test... my symptoms probably would have been, different. So, I don't know.
But do you feel confident going online with your kids?
Yeah, I mean, we did it in the spring. I mean, it's gonna be an adjustment. It's gonna be hard just because I don't know. It's hard for the parents, you know what I mean? Because they get in a routine, and then all of a sudden the kids are back, and then some of them have computers, some of them don't, and the internet issues, and it's not easy. You know what I mean? I know it's not easy, and I'm gonna try to do the best I can to communicate. You know what I mean? I'll have a time through the day where I'll call some parents, and I'll have some time where I put up some information, and times that I'm available they can call me, and it's gonna be a little different. You know what I mean? That's how it's gonna be, but we'll adjust and go from there. I do feel bad for the parents. I would much rather be in the classroom.
With the students in the classroom.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's tough because I don't know. It's tough for me because I kind of go back and forth. Obviously, there's some type of sickness. Okay, the COVID thing is, it's some type of flu. Worse for others, obviously. But I go back and forth on should we just, hey, suck it up, go to school. Who gets it, get it over with, get it out of the area? Or do we pander to it, and then a month later somebody else comes in and has it? You know what I mean? That's the hard part. You know what I mean? What is the better road?
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'll be honest. When I got tested Monday, I was kind of hoping I was positive just to get it done with. Okay, I've got it done, over, whatever.
And I talked to somebody else the other day that had it, and they said, well, the taste and smell is a bad thing,
Is an annoying thing.
Coughing, and shortness of breath, it's real, but it wasn't, terrible, and, some aches and things like that, but it's going to affect different people differently, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, I don't know.
But did you see that the death rate has come way down?
It has come way down.
Did you see that article? It was less than 1% unless you're over the age of 70. So even like the 60-year-olds aren't as
and most of them
as
have
the
two
70-year-olds.
other issues with them, you know what I mean? So
And back when, do you remember when the bird flu came through? It was called the bird flu.
I remember with
swine flu.
When the swine flu. And
when
what did we do?
The swine flu came through.
What did we do?
Connor actually had that.
We sent the kids to school and said, if they get it, they get it.
Yeah.
They're healthy young kids. They'll get over it.
Yep. And
Connor got it.
And I called the doctor.
He was out for 7 days. Not even that. I think it was 5 days.
I don't even think it was that
He was running a
long.
high fever, and we expected that. You know what I mean?
I called my doctor. She didn't even want him to come in the office because she's like, you're just going to spread it more here.
Right.
So she's like, as long as you can treat his symptoms at home, just keep him at home. And that's what we did. But he was in 7th or 8th grade. I think he was in 8th grade that year.
And it's tough to know whether to test or not. You know what I mean? It's like the football players. They're going to be out for 2 weeks anyway. It should run its course in 2 weeks. And if you test them, I mean, and they're positive, okay, maybe you have some contact tracing or something like that, but is it really going to do anything? You know what I mean? I don't think it's going to stop the spread. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's tough. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. We had some comments back up here, so I was going to scroll back up here. Jamie said it's just the lack of subs to cover quarantine teachers. That's what he said.
That's a lot of it, yeah.
Daniel said, good first night for the Masked Singer. Some new interesting costumes.
Oh, I haven't even seen it yet.
We haven't seen it yet, but we will check that out, Daniel. It's taping, I'm sure.
Right.
Okay. So Heidi says, and even if they come back negative, they still have to quarantine for 14 days and can't be I'm negative, so I'm good. Now this only for direct contact. Yeah.
Right.
So that's what we said. We didn't get Carter tested. They didn't require us to, so we did not get him tested.
Tanya had to for work. So.
I had to for work. They required me to do for work. And Heidi says, I was shocked when we living in a house with a positive case didn't have to get tested, nor did any of us get any symptoms either. So hard to say if we had or just asymptomatic, really didn't have it.
Right.
It's interesting, Heidi.
Yeah, it's
So, like, I could be negative and you could be positive. That's what she's saying. She's saying that they had a positive case in the house, but no one else had to get tested and nobody else got symptoms. So, super interesting. Thanks for sharing.
I'm going to say that the one thing that we do well, that we do.
Here it comes.
I'm taking vitamin C. I'm taking zinc. I'm taking vitamin D. I'm taking airborne. Multivitamin. What else am I missing?
You're taking ice cream.
That might be the key. Eating a lot of ice cream, that might be the key to keep it away.
Every night.
We should get more ice cream.
Every night I look over and it's about 10 o'clock, 9, 10 o'clock, and he's got this green bowl.
It's 9 o'clock now and I've already eaten it.
Oh, okay. And he has it, like it's a green bowl and then it's got ice cream. I can see it. The ice cream is just as big on top as the bowl is on the bottom.
That's how you make a bowl ice cream. It's gotta heat.
You shouldn't see the ice cream over the top of the bowl. That's too much ice cream.
It's not too much ice cream. That's the perfect amount.
Oh my word.
Yes.
Every night I look over, ice cream. And he buys the ice cream, right? I don't even buy. So I've stopped buying his soda. He has to go buy his own soda. And now he has to buy his own ice cream.
But what did you say the other day when you sent me to the store? Well, I thought you would want to get some ice cream. She really wanted some ice cream? No. But she says it, but I thought you would want to get some ice cream. So that's hint for, I really want some, but I don't want to admit I want some ice cream.
No, I knew we were out, and I knew it would get to be like 9 o'clock at night, and then he doesn't have his ice cream.
You're telling the fib now.
Maybe
You see your nose growing? It's growing already. It's growing.
The ice cream's keeping you healthy.
Yeah.
So Jen says it's a virus. You're not going to stop it. I would not want to make any administrative decisions. I agree, Jen. But I think our administration has done very well.
I can understand their decisions they've made. I can understand it.
I appreciate their transparency. I feel like they at least let us know what's going on. They're not trying to hide anything, which I appreciate. I appreciate that. So Wendy, you can't stop the spread, only slow it. But doing that only keeps us in chains. I agree.
See, that's where I'm at.
Following guidelines that change every day. Yeah.
That's why I said I'm at the point where I don't know if it's ready. Just, hey, let's get it and get it over with. Just get it through here. Get it out of here. Build up an immunity like we did with the swine flu. Or just, I don't know.
It's just hard to know.
Yeah, it just seems like, well, I think people are saying, well, we don't want to get it in the air. I think you're going to get it. I don't think it's going to,
It's here now. It's here now.
So,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Heidi says, yes, that is true, but I don't know what she was referring back to. I like it. Ice cream. Jenna likes her ice cream, too.
That's right.
Ice cream is definitely the key. Amanda, there we go. We're going to start a rumor that ice cream prevents coronavirus. Ice cream is the new COVID deterrent. Hold it up now. Don't mess with the health benefits of ice cream.
That's right. That's right.
Jackie says
Maybe.
Oh, Jackie's on here. So Jackie is the ice cream queen, just so you know. Jackie has ice cream every single night.
It's got to be over the bowl.
Ice cream
It's
is
gotta be
over
over
the
the
bowl
rim.
right now. Butter pecan. Oh,
Over
butter
the rim.
pecan's a favorite of yours.
I like butter pecan.
It should not be over the rim, Jackie.
What I do now, though, is I mix kinds
not
of ice
helping
cream.
me.
I mix them. I have a couple kinds. Like on the bottom today, I had cookie dough, and on the top, I had some
Did you have
Panda
chocolate peanut
Paws.
butter?
I did not touch chocolate peanut butter. That is yours. I left the chocolate peanut butter alone.
Chocolate peanut butter is my favorite. Ice cream is the best for brain power if eating it as a breakfast.
I've never had it for breakfast.
No. I agree. They've been wonderful. She's talking about the school there.
Yeah,
So Tanya could have it and Craig did not have it.
And Craig not have it.
Yeah. Ice cream probably has vitamin D.
Oh, I'm sure it's got a lot of vitamin D.
Brad wants to know, why do you even bother using a bowl? Sometimes he doesn't use a bowl.
Sometimes I don't.
Actually, the other night he had this
Sometimes
big
it-
plop on there.
This
and
is the
And I
problem.
just looked. All I did was look over his direction. And he immediately said, it was so hard, I just dumped the rest of it in my bowl.
This is the problem. Our
That's
freezers are a
what he
little
said.
hard. So I got to wait.
I didn't even say anything.
I got to put it down the light for a little while before I can scoop. I was getting impatient, okay? So I had some in the bottom of the bowl, and there was still, I don't know how much was, maybe a third of this container left. So finally I just plopped it, and it just landed like in a cylinder on top of my bowl. That one was a little bit higher, but yeah, that was good.
That one was definitely over the top of the bowl.
Yeah, it was good, though.
I'm sure it was good, but it probably took a little while for it to defrost. 'Cause
Actually,
our
to be honest,
freezer
it wasn't.
freezes ice cream so hard,
Too hard.
that you can't hardly even scoop it.
I got to let it out for a little while. That's
Yeah,
what I
we
did.
gotta let it soften a little
I put it under the lights on the...
on the stove.
Don't mix flavors. Why not? I love mixing flavors. I put the best on the
Nate
bottom.
Davis, you don't mix. I can see Nate
Oh,
not
man.
mixing
Yeah,
mixing
maybe not.
flavors.
I don't like to mix chocolate and vanilla, but I do like to mix different vanillas.
Yeah, we often will put a couple different kind. I will put a couple different kinds in my bowl because I like them all, and so we gotta have a little bit of all of them.
The problem
right?
is my bowl is so heaped that by the bottom my tongue's so cold that I can't taste it as well.
Gotcha.
So that's why sometimes I go back for another bowl.
So you can't taste the ice cream, so now maybe you do have COVID if you can't taste it.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Well, the other morning, I guess it was at night, the one night, Carter goes, hey Mom, did you get some different coffee? And I'm like, no. And he goes, I couldn't taste the coffee this morning. And he's like, I think I might have COVID. And I'm like, no, I just made it too weak. I made the coffee weaker. But we all are like making sure we can taste and smell stuff. But I told him, so then the next morning, when he woke up the next morning, I said, okay, I made the coffee a little stronger today. And he got a cup of it, and he's like, okay, I can taste this just fine. It's
I've
fine.
been
It's
checking for
fine."
COVID a lot lately. If I can snack every 10 minutes just to make sure I can still taste, I'm good.
Not good. Not good, guys. Okay, Tanya, what side did you use when you mentioned on
What
Sunday?
site?
Comparing... If you just do a Google search of allergies versus COVID symptoms, it'll pop up a couple different articles. But basically it was saying like allergy symptoms are runny nose, itchy eyes, can be sore throat, which I get that post-nasal.
That's
So
what
I
I
get
do
a sore
too,
throat
yeah.
with mine. And then a slight cough because the post-nasal's draining
That's what
down, and then you
throat
cough
gets,
that
yeah.
back up.
Throat
So
gets
those
scratchy.
are like allergy symptoms. COVID symptoms is more like in the chest. And the person that Craig was talking to on the phone that was positive, and he was asking questions about how that person was feeling, she said that the person said that the feeling in the chest was very different than other feelings she's had when she's had like the flu or different things
right.
like that. Isn't that what
Yeah.
Her word, what were the words that were used?
Yeah, similar, yep.
Yeah. So the COVID symptoms are more like a chest congestion. And then, of course, the other ones like fever. And again, I think with the runny nose a little bit and stuff, but that's not like the main symptom. Oh, and the sore throat was the other COVID symptom. So,
yeah.
And of course, if you look at COVID symptoms, they're like this long. Actually, I have the notes here from the Department of Health lady. That's how long it is. It said fever, chills, headaches, achy, sore throat, nausea, fatigue, vomiting, runny nose, congestion. Those were the things that she asked about.
Right.
So
I'm just wondering.
and I think just know your body. Like if you always get allergies this time of year, if you always get a runny nose this time of year, then, you know.
I think the pollens are bad this year. That's my opinion.
Mm-hmm. I have dust mite allergies. That's what I am allergic to. So I always joke with him that I'm allergic to cleaning.
You do.
I do. So I have dust mite allergies. I actually had the
I wasn't at the doctor's.
test.
I was not at the doctor's appointment for that one. I'm just going to say. She says she has dust mite allergies.
I actually went to the allergist where they poke your back with like little needles and then they wait to see if you like have a thing. So I had a reaction to dust mites. So like
I should get that test done.
we have hardwood floors. We don't have carpet. I don't have extra like bedding stuff on the bed. Like I don't have the dust ruffle on the bed. We got the higher quality sheets. We got leather furniture, stuff like that to help keep the dust down. So
yes.
my work area was moving a lot of things last week. They were moving furniture, desks, and all that. So I'm sure all this dust got kicked up. So that's probably why I am having an allergic reaction to dust mites, because I'm allergic to cleaning.
20 seconds in the microwave. I don't know if I have the guts to do that for ice cream.
In the ice cream. Yeah. Yes. You teach science. Teach the kids how to make in freezer bags, Craig.
Well, I could do that.
Have a second bowl of 2 different flavors. So Nate doesn't have 2 flavors in one bowl. Now he has 2 bowls with... Okay, so you weren't here for the beginning of this talk, Nate. I was complaining
Is this cough all night?
That Craig's ice cream bowl was like just as big on top with the ice cream mound as the bottom of the bowl was. So it was like this great...
2 heaping bowls.
So you're saying 2 yeah, no. Jen, the CDC has a comparison on their site, I think. Yep, you can check that out. Can you start football practice back on the 1st?
Nope.
Since the schools are closed to the 13th.
No, not to the 13th. So we're going to miss probably at least another game.
Yep. Before today, they were able to start practice actually on the 30th, and they were going to have a game the next Monday, is what I had heard. But now that's all scrapped, and yes, the 13th, they can start practice again. But as of right now, they can't practice. The coaches are encouraging them to do workouts at home on their own, but they can't do a group one, no.
Yeah, we're at a disadvantage missing that many games.
So Malachi was positive a bit ago. His difference was a fever. He has terrible allergies. So there you go, the fever.
So the fever.
So if you do have allergies and you have a different symptom than you typically do. There you go, Joe. Thank you. Jill, aches and pains were also Malachi's biggest complaint. Mm-hmm. The person Craig talked to said the same thing about some slight aches and pains, right? And Jen says, thanks. Dane has terrible allergies and was mentioned that we should go home, not by the nurse. I didn't go get him because this is every year for him. Yeah.
Me too. Football.
You have to know your own body.
This cough that I got a few times tonight is absolutely mild compared to what I usually get in football season.
Yeah, he always gets a cough. Maybe you're allergic to like the grass.
I think it's the pollen.
Or the cleats or the equipment.
It's not football. Trust me. And the thing is that people, like a lot of people are upset. Well, football, this and that. There's so much stuff that's being done for football, like cleaning the hands when they get there and cleaning the equipment and taking the temperatures and this and that. You can control what happens at school. What you can't control is what happens out in the community. You can't control if you go to the Bilo and somebody else had it. You can't control if somebody goes out somewhere and then comes back. I mean, the football team can't control that. They can control what happens there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's the issue.
Right.
It's yeah.
So now you want everybody's kids for 3 months. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we'll just stay over. We'll just camp out in the
Just
gym.
joking. So Jill says
Isolate
it's hard to
ourselves.
tell Jen. Mal has horrible allergies, but the difference was after days of Benadryl and Claritin, the fever and chest and cough. I hope that he feels better.
Yeah.
Yep. My boy's allergies are ridiculous this time of year, and when walking the day at night with flashlight, you can actually see the particles in the air.
It's
the
bad
pollen.
this year. It's so dry.
Yeah. So I don't think, I'm not allergic to pollen because that's one of the things they tested me for. I'm allergic to dust mites, and I think it's because of all the
Still
movement.
has no smell almost a month
In
later.
our case, was sinuses and earache only. No fever or chest issues, but can say still no smell almost a month later. Oh. Okay, so
That
that
might
would
be-
be hard
It would.
because you got to smell your food to eat it, and we like food.
The problem is I would eat more trying to get
Yes, you would.
satisfaction.
Yes, you would.
I think it would actually make it worse for me.
Yes, you would. That would not be good. The PIAA said today they will have state championships
They
in
did.
fall this year.
And we actually had a team meeting today with the football players, talking to them and stuff. I mean, it could be that we only get, 2 or 3 games in. And maybe we don't make districts because we don't have enough games in. I don't know. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure what'll happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad we got the old shoe game in.
Jamie says goldenrod everywhere. Jen says it's really just post-nasal drip, scratchy throat.
Yep,
Typical. Yep, that's what I had.
That's exactly what I got.
I did not feel a bit guilty that someone mentioned him going home, but I let him stay, knowing my son. Again, this was not the nurse that said it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was me. When I go to school right now, I know that's what's going on. So I will say, though.
Megan's referring to something and saying it sounds like a fun movie. So something that Jamie posted. I'm not sure.
Fun movie?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. It was in reply to something else. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yes.
We're all
I
caught
do
up.
have a question, though.
Uh-oh.
This is my question. I'm a little annoyed by this, okay? What does sexual orientation have to do with COVID?
Oh.
They're asking Carter questions.
I took the call. He wasn't here.
What is your sex? What is your sexual orientation? What does that have to do with COVID at all?
So there was a lady from Canton that posted the exact questions that they asked and said that she was very upset that they asked these. So Carter is 17, and I'm all about, like, he's going to be 18 in 2 months. If this would have happened 2 months from now, he's got to answer all these questions without me. Like, I'm like gone. So I went and got Carter when the lady called, and I had him come up here, upstairs. And she said, what is your...
Sexual orientation.
No, the first thing she said is, what is your gender? She didn't say sex.
Right.
What is your gender? And he's like, I'm a boy. And then she said, what is your sexual orientation? And he's like, straight. Like, he didn't know what to respond or how to, and she didn't prompt him at all. And I guess I just, like, I don't know, it went right over my head. Like, I just thought it was hilarious that he didn't know how to answer. The question threw him off, and I just didn't think about it. And then when she posted that, and I'm like, yeah, why did they ask him that question? That was really dumb. But at the time, I just
This should have
didn't
no
think anything
statistical
of it.
value at all for COVID. None.
And then while we're on
Age, I can see. Gender, I can see. Sexual orientation has absolutely nothing to do. I don't know. Made me mad.
So then she said, she started going into her like read off thing, and she's like, and while you're in the home with people, you should wear a mask and you should stay 6 feet apart. And both of us looked at each other and took a step back because we were about 3 feet apart. So we both started laughing about that. So anyway, Heidi said, I found it odd that some were asked this. We were not sure why the rhyme or reason of that. I'm not sure either.
I think they're just data searching.
So Jill said, Malachi just laughed and then said, Mom, I don't even know what that means. I think Carter wasn't sure how to respond to that either, but he said straight, so I guess that's what he
Just
thought
ridiculous.
he was supposed to. So
Ridiculous.
yeah,
Yes. So.
it was an interesting call. The lady was nice. She didn't, After I read that, I was like, I probably just should have said no comment. then she asked him his ethnicity, and he kind of looked at me funny again. And then she said, "Are you Hispanic or not Hispanic?" Because he wasn't sure about how to answer that either. And then she asked about race, and he said Caucasian is how he answered that.
Gotcha.
So it was interesting. I was glad I was home for the call with him here, because they asked how, if he had any of the symptoms and stuff. And again, as a 17-year-old in my house, like, I kind of know how he's doing, but he needs to answer those questions himself. Like, he needs to say if he's feeling okay or not. That's not, up to me to say. So
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, it's fun. Malachi didn't know how to answer most of the questions. Yeah. He just handed the phone over to me. Yeah. Like I said, I kind of forced Carter to, so it was kind of funny. People who said they'd follow up calls, messages were the ones who had additional data collected, I think. Yeah. I don't know. They send him a message every morning, and he just has to say if he has any symptoms or not. And then they were supposed to have a nurse call us back, but she never called us back.
So. A free thermometer and what? Pulse out of the deal?
Pulse oximeter.
Oh.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah. I wouldn't
measures your
one
oxygen.
Of those. Right.
Yeah, they have them on Amazon for like $20. I almost got one.
Mm-hmm.
I actually read early on that it's good to have one of those.
This is another thing that's bugging me,
if you get
okay?
sick.
We have this temperature thing that we're checking all the time. We got the ones that, they do the forehead. We got the one at school that's like a big machine. You put your face in front of it. What is the temperature supposed to be? An average human temperature?
Oh, goodness.
Isn't
I
it
don't
98.6?
Yes.
Isn't that it?
I think so.
I'm like 96.7 all the time. I'm like 2 degrees low every day.
And you never knew this, so now it's bugging me.
I'm like, is the new temperature lower now? Did something happen that it's not 98.6 anymore?
You just must run low.
That people are just colder now? I don't know.
This is why no, wait, let me think about this.
I am always consistently 96.7.
No, are you always hot or are you always cold? You're always hot.
I'm usually hot. You're the one that's freezing
I'm the
cold.
one that's always cold, so you would think that my temperature would be low if I'm always cold.
Every time I go through that thing, it is 96.7. The one day was 95.8, but I had the air conditioner on that morning, so that might have been it.
In your truck?
Yeah.
That's probably it.
I don't know. But it wasn't on today.
What wasn't on today?
My air conditioning.
Oh. Sounds like they're real consistent with the procedures. Megan said they would not let Brennan answer the questions. They said he was a minor and I had to do it. I had Carter and I on speakerphone, so we were both talking to her. But I just stayed silent and let him answer the questions. But she knew I had told her we were on speakerphone, so maybe that's the difference. They let it out the door. It was like the house should have been taped with yellow caution tape.
Oh, they left it at the door.
Yeah.
The stuff, yeah.
I think I read it went down, Craig. They said people are lower now.
Oh. So what is that?
Isn't that a Chicago sound?
That's
I've heard
weird.
That. I was 94 at the school one day and was concerned I may have died.
I'm telling you, I'm looking at it every day. I'm like, what the heck?
Oh, Jenna says, are you cold-hearted?
That must be it. I'm a cold-hearted man.
Usually a cold-hearted person has a cold hand when you go to shake their hand, I think. I'm always hot and my temperature runs low too. There you go. It must be something with that. According to the CDC, the average temp is 97 to 99. Your blood temp
I'm still lower. I'm 96 something.
Generally lower in the morning. Interesting. Your temperature's usually lower in the morning. Okay. So maybe maybe at night, check it again.
When I'm leaving?
Yeah.
After I've had a really rough day, go through there and see. You know what? I was feeling a little off this morning. I'm going to be honest. I was feeling a little off. Went to the nurse, had her check my oxygen, had her check my blood pressure. Because I'm just
When are we I didn't know you were checking your oxygen now. I knew you were
I never did, but today I felt a little lightheaded a few times. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, maybe my oxygen. 98 was my oxygen.
Okay, that's good.
118 over 80 was my blood pressure.
Wow.
So I'm like a picture of health. It's the ice cream. The ice cream. I'm going on an ice cream diet from now on. I'm telling you. I am a picture of health with the ice cream. Yes.
Oh, goodness.
You know what, though? I'm going to be honest with you. I've eaten Perry's. I've eaten Friendly's. I've eaten Eddie's. What else is down
Edie's.
there? Edie's?
I think it's pronounced Edie's.
Edie's. Okay. I've eaten them all. I'm going to be honest with you. The Tops brand is just as good. It is just as good. I'm not getting the other stuff anymore. I'm just getting the Tops from now on.
We just eat what's on sale.
Breyers is the other one.
I like Breyers, but usually we just buy whatever's on sale. Especially when it's buy two.
Buy two, get three free.
You need to go buy Jamie some ice cream and drive it up to our house because she wants ice cream now.
It's your
Jamie
chocolate.
Taylor.
It's your chocolate.
Jamie Taylor wants ice cream and she doesn't have any.
You're past that.
Yep, I know. Don't set the fever alarms off. And then Vic says ice cream. Dang, I wish I had ice cream. Hershey's ice cream.
I haven't had
Here we
Hershey's.
go, back to the ice cream. Are you hungry for ice cream
the
now too, Jenna?
miracle cure is ice cream.
That's what we think's protecting. That's what Craig thinks is protecting him now is ice cream. So, where are we at with time? It feels like we've been talking for a while.
37. We're in good shape. We're still doing
good.
all right.
Turkey Hill is everything.
I've had Turkey Hill before too. Yep.
We've never gone to a Stone Cold Creamery.
Yes, we have.
When did we go to one of those?
It was down in. It was actually down where your grandparents live, somewhere Quakertown or something like that. Isn't that the one where they have the cold stone and they mix it and stuff? Yes, I've done that before.
Okay. Craig likes this good sweet frog too.
I like
Jenna likes coffee
oh
ice cream.
God, yuck! That is disgusting. I have never drank coffee in my. Well, I should say I never have. I hate coffee.
Coffee ice cream with chocolate chunks in it.
That sounds so gross.
Klondike. She loves Klondike bars. Jamie Taylor.
Yeah, maybe if they come out with
black raspberry. You like a good black raspberry.
I don't mind a black raspberry.
The Creamery in State College is a place that
I just saw somebody mention that the other day.
That's on my bucket list.
Zane
never been
Rutherford
there.
just mentioned that the other day.
I've never been there. So childhood favorite was the black raspberry double dunker. I don't know what that is.
You know what I like? I like the party cake brand. That's what I like. The party cake.
Yes, Craig likes party cake.
I do like party cake. Yeah.
And then you like an ice cream cake every once in a while for your birthday. Mm-hmm. Usually at birthdays, I always let the boys and Craig pick whatever they wanted for dinner. And then Trevor didn't like cake. So he got to pick a dessert for his like birthday cake, and so then everybody else wanted to pick a dessert for their birthday cake. So
yeah, Sunset does have a good.
Sometimes we just could have ice cream. Jenna wants some now.
That's right. Double dunker.
What in the world is double dunker? I don't know what that even is. I've heard two people have said that.
I don't know if I've had double dunker.
All right, somebody tell us what's in that. Because
well,
I'm a chocolate peanut butter or Moose Trex kind of girl. Craig is a.
I like Tin Roof Sundae. I like, I told you my favorite, the birthday cake. Mm-hmm. I like Moose Tracks, the vanilla. And I like the cookie
used to
dough.
Like Rocky Road a lot.
Rocky Road I like, but not as much as Tin Roof Sundae. You're missing out. It's awesome. That's where Zach's military station is.
We go down with him once in a while.
So is this a place that you buy?
The Creamery. She's talking about the Creamery.
Okay.
I told Becca the Creamery's on my bucket list.
Okay.
All right, here's the double dunker.
Chocolate chip cookie dough and cookies and cream. I've never had that. Never had that.
That sounds good.
Brewster's in Williamsport has great
ice cream.
I've never been to Brewster's. We've been to the Sweet
That was
Frog
Mr.
down.
Wenzel.
Yeah, I know. Oh. I've been to Sunset down there. We used to always get ice cream. I've never been to Brewster's.
No. Turkey Hill does the double dunker. So the double dunker sounds like
I don't think the Bilo,
two ice creams mixed together.
I just keep saying Bilo Tops. I don't think the Tops has Turkey Hill anymore, do they? Chico's used to have it.
I don't buy ice cream.
The D&H used to. You don't read the lids as you're opening them up to eat them. No. Flavorland on lunch tomorrow? Probably not. No.
Are you planning to go to the school, Jenna? Like Craig said, he's going to go to the school to work. You can work.
I am going to go to the school and work because I will get more done at the school, and I got all my stuff down at the school. The only thing is I have to find a camera. I wanted to get a laptop so I could have the camera because my computer screen doesn't have a computer, or I'm going to have to use a Chromebook or something. But I'm not as good with the Chromebooks as I am with the laptop, so.
Gotcha.
Yes, Creamer at PSU is good too. I tell you what, Zane Rutherford said it was, and if Zane Rutherford says it does, I believe him, because wrestlers know where the good ice cream is.
Gotcha.
Yes.
They said at least for tomorrow and Friday. I think that Flavorland closes Friday. I think I saw that on Facebook today. And then I saw a thing on Facebook that Troy was closing, but they're just closing for one day to clean. They're closing Friday to clean.
Yep.
So I messaged, Jamie says, come see me for a webcam.
Okay.
Jamie has a webcam for you.
Okay.
So go visit her in her classroom.
Do you have a slendering webcam? Makes me look a little thinner.
Stop eating the ice cream and then you'll get...
No, I want to be able to eat the ice cream and get thin. That's what I want to be able to do.
We all do, babe. We all do.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Craig said to me one time, he said, how come food that tastes good can't be healthy for you?
It's always like that.
Yeah. It can
But
do it all.
Yes, you can, Mrs. Fish.
Oh, next Friday. I thought it was this Friday.
I sent her a video today to give to Ben on quarterback.
Oh.
It showed like the best quarterbacks throwing motions, like Breeze and Brady and them. So we'll have him all ready to go when we get back to throw darts. Tin Roof Sunday. I like Tin Roof Sunday. I like
Craig
it a lot.
likes that one a
I
lot,
like it
too.
a lot.
We haven't had that in a while.
I haven't seen it.
That one used to have like whole peanuts in it that were kind of still had salt on it. That's what I liked about Tin Roof Sunday. I think next Friday, 10-2 for
That's
deep clean only.
Yeah.
Yes, he watched it. She
Good.
said. Yeah, I misread the thing and thought that they were closed down for a while too, but it's just one day. So next Friday, Troy's closing for a day. So
I'm interested to see. I'm hoping that it's not like, well, we get back for football, and then the other schools that we play all of a sudden can't play. You know what I mean?
And
I mean, it could be that we go 1-0 this year. Seriously, undefeated season, 1-0.
Yeah,
That could happen.
It might happen. I hope it doesn't, but
Yep.
it might.
Yep.
Yeah.
It could.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Do we have any other news? I don't think we do.
I'm sure there's all kinds of news, but I haven't been paying too much attention to the news.
In the news, because football's not happening, Craig
Well,
is back to listening to...
I have
Oh,
not.
no, you
No,
weren't listening.
don't you throw me under the bus.
You weren't
I
listening.
have not watched hardly
He was
any.
listening to something last night, so I assumed it was
It was not.
conspiracy
It was just
theory, political stuff, but it wasn't.
videos I was
He
flipping
just
down
flipping
through
random videos.
between street fights and pranks and other goofy things. That's what I was watching last night.
So you were mindlessly strolling.
I was mindlessly strolling the Facebook videos.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So that's what I was doing.
So no conspiracy theories.
I haven't been doing this conspiracy theories
Well,
lately.
there was one that you told me the other day.
I was so tied up in football, and this is tough for me because I go from football where I'm concentrated and I'm focused on football, and all of a sudden it stops. So then it's like it throws me off.
You kind of had a little
It does.
down day.
But I did get a lot of other stuff done. I had to get some stuff done on the computer, which I was better prepared because without football these last few nights I've been staying after school and getting some other things done. So when it happened, I was like, oh, I'm glad I did that because now it's going to help. So, yeah.
You did have a conspiracy theory
What was my conspiracy theory?
about the judge that just passed away.
Oh, she's been dead for 6 months.
There you go.
They're just finally admitted
So
it.
you conspiracy theorists that like to hear what he like.
Oh,
there you go.
she's-
He just gave you just like a little tidbit.
Yeah.
He thinks she's been dead for a while.
I do think so, yeah. I mean, how many times can you say, hey, she had cancer and I mean, seriously, like 76 times?
She
Let's
was a
be
tough
honest?
lady.
Okay.
She was a very tough lady.
I don't know. I don't know.
There you go.
So
you got
anyway.
a little conspiracy theory.
I am still putting
with,
the flag.
With a lot of ice cream
I run
tonight.
the flag at school, and I've been putting the half staff for
Good.
her all week.
Good for you, babe.
Half staff for all week, yes.
Good for you.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think I have to get off here now and run to the gas station for ice cream.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, good idea, Jen. Jenna, let us know which kind you get.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you're gonna pray.
Oh, it's not the day of the Lord, is it? It's my turn.
It's your turn. It's
Okay,
Wednesday.
here we go. Dear Heavenly Father, I just ask right now that you would put a special blessing on the parents, Lord, as the kids are staying home, that it wouldn't be too much stress, Lord, dear Heavenly Father, that it could go smoothly. Dear Heavenly Father, we just ask that that it would not break their rhythm of learning, Lord. And dear Heavenly Father, you would help the staff at school, Lord, to make it run smoothly as well, Lord. We ask for special blessings and help with stress. And dear Heavenly Father, we just ask that you would help us to honor you in any way that we can. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Okay, that's it for tonight, guys. If
Yep.
you're just jumping on and you don't mind and you have some ice cream in your freezer, you can go back and watch the beginning. But if you don't have ice cream, I recommend you not finish watching.
I'm about ready for another bowl.
All right, guys. Bye.